I just ended the other stream because it froze up after I got a phone call. So, but anyway, back to what I was saying was about the shotgun. I was just, I enjoy it. Ugh, man. Let's see here. I just see that I didn't name my stream when I killed it and start up a new one, so don't know. I got Puppy Pup there sleeping, getting him a little rest. Oh, excuse me. I'm yawning because it is like what? It's almost 2 o'clock. I don't know how many night hours are up. I tell you one thing though, I have been impressed with this night vision. I mean, for the money, it's probably best that we're going to get if you're trying not to spend, over under $1,000 for night vision. I know I teased it the other day, but I mean, I'm going to put some more video of it up and some showing it. I've tested it in complete darkness, and it's pretty good without the hour light illuminating. I mean, you can see, so that's good, and you can move it. It's supposed to have something that I don't know what they call it, but of course the Chinese are calling it. I think they called it some kind of starlight technology. And I think the Starlight stuff was American. I don't think it was Chinese, but I know they were talking about a new filter and a sensor. One thing I don't like about it, it's zoomed in, but we all know that Nas always mess with your depth perception. So, but think of this as a placeholder. If you get more money, you can afford better ones, then buy them. But if you're broke and don't have any money, this might be the unit for you. Now, yeah, as I said before, it does have issues that you're going to have for like tactical stuff, for the simple fact that it is digital. It doesn't give you that herky jerky movement, but it does light up, and it does have an IR light. Let's see if I can do some of that and see what I can do with it. Oh yeah, should be using my glasses. Let me try killing some of these lights. First, I'm gonna kill this light here. There we go. And then I'm gonna kill the other light. Wait. Okay. So now I'm in complete darkness. And you can't see it, right? But here's what I'm saying, right? You got these stupid lights on, so just bear in mind if you happen to be in the dark, you got something lit up. So that's a L for trying to be stealthy. But you can just have some kind of tape or something over this. But if I hit the button for, all right, so this is it. You don't see anything, so you press this button right here for the IR function. And oh yeah, I forgot. Here's something that's critical with this thing. You got to remove the filter. It has a filter on it to kind of filter out light. So this is it. I don't know if you can see through it. Yeah, you can see through it. But it's not. Yeah. So you can see stuff in here, but not great, right? Because it's not using any backlight and you're in complete darkness. And even if you had like a analog, if you're in complete darkness, what you're going to be able to see is limited as well. You can see some stuff. Analog is better than digital, of course, but just bear in mind, you're not going to see a whole bunch. Now we're going to put one of the lights on here, I think. If I'm doing this right. I don't know how much you can see. That's right, I'm hitting the wrong button. Sorry about that. No wonder I couldn't see anything. Okay, so now you see everything. LEDs. Well, this has one LED, but I mean, that's like the regular brightness. And as you can see, that's Puppy Pup. Wait, let me see, can you see it? That's another thing. Hold on, I'm gonna have to focus this camera so you can see it. There we go. So, I can't really see it good here on the camera, but looking at it with the naked eye, I can. So I don't know what it's gonna look like to you guys. So let's see. But I can see everything here. Let's see, can I get it where it at? It's good, because right now I got it on Puppy Pup. He's just looking at me with his eyes. I don't know if you can see this. Wait. My arm's killing me. So damn bright, too. Okay, let's see here. We're gonna focus in. I'm gonna move slowly so you can see it. And this is almost a complete dark room with almost no light. And the cool thing about this particular one is when you move it, you don't you don't get the jerkiness that you normally get with digital. And the other thing you don't get with this one is the screens are not screen. The display screen is round, so that's cool. Maybe that's better for you guys. I don't know. The only light that's in here is just this red light from my whatchamacallit, from my emergency lights. Yeah. I'm gonna put up some video that I recorded in it. All right, I want to make sure it's connecting because it is unable to connect. Know why? But anyway, to move that at night because without that, it filters out. I think it filters out a lot of infrared light because you can't really see in the dark with it if that's attached. So what I got to do now is I got to get a mount, and I think I've narrowed it down. I need because when I bought the Naruto mount, I should have bought the other one that had the built-in dovetail mount, but I didn't get that one. I got the wrong one, so well, I didn't get the wrong one. I got the bayonet style. I just need to get the adapter, and the adapter just fits right here where the dovetail is. So I just have to unscrew that and put the adapter there. And it's the other side is the bayonet style quick disconnect, and it just plugs into my my arm instead of using the regular. I think you call it a J arm for it. If you hear any noise in the background, so it's my dog. He's just licking his arm or something. What's wrong, pup? But he's just hanging out in his own chair, so that's what he does. He just hangs out in his chair. But yeah, I like it because I was able to see whether or not. What's wrong? You all right, puppy? You okay, puppy? All right, puppy. But yeah, pick one of these up if you want to play around with it. You just have to get the right batteries because if you get the wrong one, they don't work. But I do enjoy playing around with it. I was at the park last night, walking around in the dark, and it did pretty good. See, it doesn't have like, I'll show you something. This one doesn't have all those stupid lights on it. Like if you saw the one from which I know is different, but like the one from COD, like what no Modern Warfare, that's the one it is. That's the digital one. But see, these are only LED lights it has. So one light is the okay, this light here is the IR illuminator, and this light here is just a regular ordinary flashlight. And I mean, like I could see the whole, I could light up the whole entire football field. So what I don't understand is like when you look at the ones from the digital ones from Modern Warfare and the other one from COD, why do they have all those IR illuminators? I just don't I just don't know. Like this only has one, and this one is enough to light up everything if you're outside in the dark. So I just don't understand why they have all those. And for what I saw of it, I know like when you're looking at it through video, you can't really see kind of like the true clarity of it. I know you kind of really need to record it through like some kind of way of capturing it digitally. But from what I saw, the video quality doesn't even look that good. My gripes about this unit though is not green. If this was green and you could cut the buttons off where that they wouldn't glow, this would be perfect. But then again, if it could do all that, they may not let you import it into the country, I guess. Well, no, it'll just be a camera. Nobody cares about digital night vision. They only care about like analog stuff. But yeah, if you can't afford a 5 grand for the PVS 7, tongue tied. The PVS 7, this is not a bad alternative if you don't have the money for it. I mean, if you're not that familiar with night vision equipment, you don't really need to spend all the money on analog anyway. You need to really practice on digital first because that stuff is expensive. You don't want to spend 5 grand and then accidentally destroy it. That's not an issue with this because it's digital. Although I'm wondering this is some kind of weird hybrid because you can see in complete darkness without the IR light once you put the night vision mode on, which is kind of unusual. I don't know if they have just a really sensitive infrared sensor or something on the camera. I'm not sure. What's the matter, puppy? I'll be through in a little bit, okay? I'll be through in a little bit, buddy. My doggy wants me to pet him. Hold on, buddy. It's all right. We'll go outside in a minute. So I've had success with this unit. Oh, you want me to rub you again, buddy? Hold on. Rub your belly for a minute. Scratch you. All right, there you go, buddy. All right, yeah, my dog wants to be scratched. But since I'm gonna use my light with my shotgun anyway, I use that as a secondary illuminator. I'm not too worried about trying to be stealthy because whenever I'm outside, I'm going to use the light from my shotgun anyway. So if that's the case, it really doesn't matter to me that this thing has an IR light that you can see. Because the funny thing is, you in complete darkness, you don't always see the IR illuminated, but sometimes you do. It's like a faint red. And sometimes you see it and then sometimes you don't. It's just like on the EOTech scope. It's you can't see it in with the naked eye, but it's visible on the camera. Let's see here. Also, too, thanks for everybody that takes the time out to look at my videos. I'm really glad that you do. And also, too, I'm glad that you subscribe to my channel. I have 280 subscribers now, so I'm glad my channel's growing. I'm trying to bring useful content that people like. And everybody like night vision stuff. I'm gonna start showing the helmet setup, but I'm still working on the helmet. I bought a ballistic helmet. I forget what you call it. It's the one with all the rails on the side of it. My son probably could tell me because my son's in the guard, but can't remember what you call it. But that's what I'm working on now. I was trying to find the right mount. Well, not the right mount, the right adapter that's going to fit into the bayonet. Because the mount that I have is the Naruto, I guess it's called that. which is the older style mount for the helmet. And it will allow this one just to plug in where I have this dovetail. Because I bought the wrong one. I should have bought the one that had both. It's one that they make that's made by Naruto from, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. But it has the bayonet style and it has the dovetail. And then you can just like quick disconnect it. Or you have the bayonet style one that's basically this piece, but instead of having a dovetail on the top like this, it has the bayonet. So I got a comment. I gotta put my glasses on. Okay. Red Eye Jedi asks thermal vision. I wish this was thermal. Nope. This is digital. Although I guess you could consider some of the flare units as digital, but no. This is just ordinary digital. I wish it was thermal. I wish I could say to you, yeah, I was forking over that kind of cash. Yeah, I know it is. I mean, for the money, this thing only cost me, because they're having a promotion on it. It's like $170. Are you okay, puppy? You can't just lick. I'm gonna cough up first. Hold on one sec. Puppy, you can't just lick. I'm gonna cough up fur. Anyway, yeah, thank you. It's from AliExpress, and just working through the quirks of it, you can look back on this video. I cut the lights out already, showing what it looks like in complete darkness. It, for the money, it's pretty good. You know, so I guess your name is Jack Reedman. Yeah, that's cool. I like it. He also says free Palestine, and then there's two things of this fire. Hold on. Puppy. You gotta give me a second. It says it's waterproof, man, but you know, I wouldn't submerge or anything stupid like that. It's 100 and this unit was 170. One's 155, one's 170, and the other one's 180. No, they're not that expensive. I mean, considering that you are buying something you can see in the dark decent, that's not too it's not too expensive. Hold on a minute. Puppy, you're gonna have to wait, buddy. I didn't say they were expensive at all. I said that's pretty reasonable price, depending on which model you get. Oh, you're talking about him. Well, yeah, if you paid that for thermal, Anything that got a flare chip in it, that's good though. If you pay 100, I mean 435. Yeah, well, I showed them earlier. It's just two. That's my shotgun build, and then that's the AR. Hold on, buddy. My dog's trying to get my attention. Hold on, buddy. Hold on. But I mean, 150 for the bottom one, 175 for the HD camera, and then I forget what's the difference with yeah, I have pistols, but my pistol is put all up. Thank you. Hold on, puppy. You want a snack, don't you? I'm gonna have to give my pup a peanut butter sandwich after a while. But I mean, it's some things with this. My hope is that they do improvements on it. This is only like the first, I guess, gen I've ever seen of these. And this is not a PVS-7. It's because it's digital, obviously, but it still looks pretty cool. But something that's weird that I've discovered with it is that when I bought the battery for it, and this takes the 18650 batteries, all of them don't work. Yeah, I do. STR9. That's the STR line, Mac 11, Tech 22. Tech 22, of course, is junk. Um, a bunch of other old Russian stuff. I like the STR9s, but just buy the ones that have the cut slide already. Save yourself some headache. But if you buy one at a deal, then you gotta go through the process of trying to find out how you're gonna put optics on it. Or just have a gunsmith cut it. You could do that too. Oh, I just saw this guy's name. The same as the adult film star from used to be on, was that Showtime? Seymour Butts, yeah. I think that show was on in the early 90s on Showtime. Was it on Showtime, HBO? I forget. But anyway, you see some of the videos with me doing like testing different stuff. I haven't been able to because my Jeep is still in the damn shop because I need the shifter bezel, and for some reason there aren't any from the manufacturer. Uh, Jeeps, you gotta love them, but that's the thing that everybody told me. Oh, you need a Jeep mechanic. So in my local area, there's two dealers. First dealer said I cannot even look at it for before 3 weeks, right? So then I found one. He says I can look at it tomorrow, right? So I take it there, and they put it in the shop and they fix everything for except for one. But because it's something that's critical, they said, because it's something to hook to the shifter, I can't get my vehicle back till they get the part to fix it. And that's been 3 months. 3 damn months my car's been in the shop. But I do love my Jeep. Um, Being able to go off road, and also too, because it's the whatever they call that system in the Jeep, the all-wheel drive system. I love that because when you're driving in the rain, it doesn't you don't have to worry about the wheels spinning. Then I can go for like snow, mud, sand. But because I don't have a trail hawk, I don't have the locking hubs for rock climbing. But it's just something fun to get off road and hunt and fish and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm through with the shotgun build. I might paint it. I just don't know what color I want to paint it. Although I like the black. That's the other thing. I don't want to cover up all my lettering on the EOTech or on the weapons light. Of course, on the AR, I don't know what color Junior wants to paint that because I guess he's going to camo it. But I've been watching that Alien movie a lot. Aliens, and then with Alien Romulus. I don't know. Maybe I should paint it like an alien theme color. But that gun was actually brown, so I think that's Bass Brown. I think it's not green, but in the video it looks green. Not in the video, in the movie it looks green because of the movie lights. But if any of you guys do decide to play around with this thermal, not thermal, it got me saying thermal, with this digital night vision unit, you got to make sure you get the right battery because for whatever reason it's finicky with what batteries it'll take. And I went the first few days trying to find the right battery, and I thought it was broken because it wouldn't come on. But it came on just fine if I plugged it up to USB, but it would not operate like it's supposed to by just putting the battery in. And the funny thing is, like, I had a flashlight laying around. I took the battery out of it and it works fine. But The funny thing is, I put the same battery in the unit, and I can charge the unit, operates perfectly, right? But the battery that I bought from Battery Source won't work in the night vision. It works in the flashlight, but it won't charge. So I don't know. But it seems to work pretty good. Like at night, I can walk outside and look in the dark. And like I said, it does good with my it does good with my shotgun and the light. I'll probably at some point start this doing this from my laptop. That way I can show footage and stuff like that. That'll be more easier to do. Let's see here. But yeah, I'm just trying to enjoy myself, man, and have fun with it. And try not to watch too much news on the TV because it's always I'm trying to kill you with something. I wish it was someplace you could just go and people would just leave you alone. Unfortunately, ugh, if you do find your nice place like that in America, then the people from California are gonna come and ruin it. Hmm. What can you do, right? If you hear puppy pup, I'm sorry he's making all that noise, but sorry for yarning too. It's almost what 3 o'clock. It's 2:30. Cause I'm on the East Coast. I'm not on the West Coast, so I'm not sure what it would be on the West Coast. Probably 9 o'clock or something like that. I don't know. 11:32. Black Cherubim. I think that's Cherubim, right? Like the angels from the Book of Enoch. All right, cool. That's what I thought. Yeah, those things are scary. What the cherubim, the Ophana, and the seraphim. The age-old question: angels, demons, or dimensional aliens? Yeah, tell you that stuff is wild. You ever watch that TV show from, I think it came on, what is it? MGM Plus. I don't know if you ever seen that. It's weird because, like, if you watch too much of that show and you're going outside at night, you start thinking about it. But they have talismans as wards to keep those people from coming into their house. They look like people, but then they become like creatures. I don't know, they're demons or whatever. Because I just started watching it, but talismans, that comes from ancient magic from like King Solomon. So he wrote a book called The Key of Solomon. I remember what it's called, which is, I believe it was the first grimoire published. At least that's what they claim anyway. I don't know that, or it's like Kabbalah and magic from the Kabbalah, but it's interesting stuff. And I said Solomon built the temple with demons by using the different talismans, and he had a ring where he could control the demons. And each demon is associated with a symbol. So if you know the symbol, you know what demon it is, you can control it. Although the demons aren't as scary as the angels, because the angels, you look at them, are terrifying. With, see gigantic eyeballs with wheels and eyes in it, looking kind of mechanical. Which is why I say all those things are scary looking. But anyway, like I said, man, I've been enjoying this. I'm still playing around with it a little. My hope is that they'll get like a forum page and then people start making different accessories for it. Because, like I said earlier, one thing I don't like about this unit is it lights up all these lights. And when they built it, they didn't build any way to cut off the backlight, which I don't like that. But if you cut it on, I'd already had it on. See, that just glows like that. And you don't want that just glowing at night. If you're trying to be tactical. But if you don't care about that, then it's fine. But if you just put tape or something over it, then that'll get rid of all that glowing light. Wait, cut it off. There we go. I want to drain down my battery. Puppy, stop licking your paws. He wants his peanut butter sandwich. I'm going to get his peanut butter sandwich in a little bit. But yeah, I think I'm gonna buy me a Glock because I do want to build one. I want to use that binary trigger. I want the slide because it looks a lot like, I believe, what it's called, the Glock 18. And they didn't import a ton of those into America, so the next best thing to get would be like a Glock 17 and put the binary trigger on it, slide. Cause that would look pretty it looks pretty cool. And obviously with the binary trigger, when it's set up right and you practice with it, it fires pretty good. But thanks to everybody who came out to look at my stream and everybody who subscribed to my channel. It's almost been on here about an hour and it's 2:40 where I am. So I'm gonna get ready to go in a minute. But thanks for the support, people. I mean, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so I'm working on that. And the main focus of my channel is testing different things of the low budget stuff that people may actually buy, not stuff that's fantastically out of your price range, to kind of help you out to see if it's something you want to, waste your money on, or something you want to buy and see if you might like it. But I'm not going to ever shame people for not having money, because money's tight. But I'm not one of these guys tell you, if you're not going to spend $10,000 into this, then you don't need to even fool with it. No. Because here's the reality. Something is better than nothing. Yeah, man, muzzle loaders are cool. I'm actually partial to the breech loading flintlock rifles. And here's something else that's funny that people don't know. If you look at the early flintlock, like the Lazoni pattern, I think it was the Johnson pattern, it was the King Louis. Repeating firearms had already been invented. And also to the Lewis and Clark air rifle. I think the Austrians used that because that was one of the first repeating military rifles. And it's actually an air rifle, but it is a rifle because it has rifling in it. But if you look at some of the early breech loading flintlocks, and I mean, like, we're talking about the 1700s, like 1780 or 1778, they're all breech loading repeating firearms, right? It's just that they didn't have like Martin powder, but it's one that I was looking at that was pretty cool. It actually could fire single shot, so you could use it as a muzzle loader. It also was a breech loader. It also fired full automatic. It fired semi-automatic, and like I said, it fired single shot. And the way they had to do the full automatic back then was it had those sequential charges on them, and it had like individual powder trays. So when you loaded it, you could set it like how many of them you want to fire off at once or how many you don't. It also had a magazine, which is kind of unheard of for the 1700s. So When people always talk about early firearms, they always says about the Second Amendment is only about muzzle loaders. They don't. A lot of times they don't know what they're talking about because it some muzzle loaders that were breech loaders back then, and some of them was repeating. So see that the people are leaving. So I guess they're not interested in muzzle loaders. I still think muzzle loaders are pretty cool though. Yeah, man, I like them. I like the muzzleloader, but there's one I can't find. Like it was a will. I was reading somewhere about the ones that Leonardo da Vinci developed, but I can't find. I guess they scrubbed it from the internet. But I know he made like a revolver that was a wheel lock, but I can't find any information on it anymore. So I guess it's been scrubbed from the internet. But I remember reading it in a book, and they were talking about the revolvers because he used to make a lot of different firearms. But I know he made a revolver. But I guess it wasn't a true revolver back then. I think it was like a multi-shot wheel lock or something like that, where you fire and then you just rotate the cylinder. But I can't find any of that. So I guess it's been scrubbed from the internet. Yeah, sounds familiar. Hint, hint. People running in politics. I'm not gonna say too much so they don't flag my stream. Yeah, man. Well, that's what happens. You're doomed to repeat, and that's really what they're going to. That's really what they're going to crack down on in the future, man. Because we don't know how blessed we are with the access to the knowledge. You know how smart the average person is now. Because whatever you want to know, whatever you want to find out, you can find it. You can, it's there. Like when I was a kid, you had to go to a library and then look for a book and read the book, and then when you read through the book, it might have been like a paragraph of what you wanted to know about. So it's just amazing that the stuff that you have the knowledge that you have access to. So in the future, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna clamp down on your knowledge, and that's how you control people. Because if you don't know it, you're gonna yeah, man. I always did like books, technical manuals, magazines, and stuff like that. But it's just everything now you want to learn is just right there at your fingertips. And we just don't know how good we got it. There's gonna come a time when we're gonna tell people about what we used to have. And they're just gonna be like, you could just go and look up anything. Sounds crazy if you think about it, the knowledge that we have access to. Okay, puppy, okay. Well, I'm gonna cut the stream off because my puppy's telling me he's ready for his peanut butter sandwich. Oh yeah, go back to the books. You ever seen reading Rainbow Butterfly? That's kind of like a meme. Did you ever see that episode of the Twilight Zone though, where the guy used to like to read books and he made his wife mad? Yeah, relate to that too, man. Now that I'm older and I need glasses. Hope you later.